Hey guys, welcome to the Daily, the Practical, and the Holy. Today we want to talk about one of the most important sermons of Jesus' life, one that he gave probably over and over again because he lived in a time where there was no social media, there was no TV, so he had to preach this message in all sorts of villages and towns, and his disciples had an opportunity to hear it over and over again, and it's the Sermon on the Mount. It's found in Matthew 5 through 7, and it begins with Jesus talking about who are the blessed people in life. If you look around our world today, look around your neighbors, how do you know someone's blessed? There's so many books out there about living the blessed life, and usually those books have covers with people with big houses and nice cars and $1,000,000 smiles. But what does it really mean to be blessed? What is the blessed life? What is the happy life? What is the successful life? What is the fulfilled life? And people throughout time have been chasing that, and we have different ideas about that today. But Jesus lays it on the line with his 8 Beatitudes, his 8 blessings. And you can find them at the beginning of Matthew chapter 5. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. When you hear these don't sound like blessed lives. It doesn't sound like being blessed when you are poor in spirit, or when you're mourning, or when you're meek, or when you're hungering, thirsting for righteousness, or especially doesn't sound blessed when you're being persecuted. What is Jesus talking about? How can this be the answer to the fulfilled, the happy, the meaningful life? And really, just to boil it down simply, Jesus is saying no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done, no matter where you've come from, no matter your background, no matter your language, no matter your politics, that God the Father, the God who made you, loves you right now in your situation where you're at, and God has blessing in store for you. Oftentimes we can look at people and say, well, they definitely are blessed, or they're definitely not blessed. And really what we're saying is they have God's favor and they don't have God's favor, or they're in a position to live a meaningful, happy, successful life. And these people are not in a position to live a happy, meaningful, successful life. But Jesus says, no, every single person, no matter how dire their situation is, has God's blessing working in their life. No matter how dark things are, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not just better things, it's higher things, holier things, eternal things waiting for every single person. That means every person you come in contact with, every person you meet, whether you agree with them or not, they are blessed. You are blessed. And Jesus is calling us to see the blessing that God has in our lives, and the blessing that God has in the lives of those we come across. And if you can't see the blessing that God has in them, then you are unable to see God. And Jesus is opening our eyes to see God working in all people. There's really 8 Beatitudes that are mentioned in Matthew 5, but really there's an infinite amount of Beatitudes, an infinite amount of blessings. We could go on and on about all sorts of people and all sorts of situations. We could say, blessed are the immigrants, for they will find their home. Oftentimes we look at immigrants and we think, oh man, they're illegal, or they're trying to enter into a place where they don't belong. But Jesus says they are blessed. They are seeking a home, and God will provide them a home. We could say, blessed are the addicts. We don't think about addicts as being blessed. Maybe we feel sorry for them. Maybe we're angry at them. Maybe we're indifferent to them. But Jesus says they are blessed, for they will find wholeness with God. We could say, blessed are those who are on the street, for God will provide for them. You could say, blessed are the Democrats, or blessed are the Republicans, for God will bring them to their senses. We can say, blessed are whoever it is you come in contact with, that God is working blessing in their life. And we are called not to forget that. As long as we see that God is blessing them and working blessing them, we will see them as a loved child of God. And as long as we see that for ourselves, no matter how hard and difficult life can be, and it can be, we can know that God is working blessing in us. So may God bless you regardless of your circumstances and situation. May God raise you above those circumstances into a new life that He has for you. If you guys liked what you saw, please like below, subscribe, share it with your friends, check out our other videos. Until then, we'll see you next time.